Good afternoon. My name is Appiah-Odame Eric, and thank you very much, honorable learned opponents. Thank you for honoring this invitation with your presence to chair and to be part of the committee that oversee my defense today, January 7th, 2023. My topic is authentic assessment and evaluation as a catalyst for motivating middle and high school students, the context of rural and urban high need settings. My objectives are highlighted: the problem, methods for answering the questions, my major findings, implication and significance or the application of the findings, and then the next steps. Problem statement. There has been, in my personal context, many discomfort among teachers, particularly those in the high schools, about having test score data at hand, but not knowing what to do with it. And this contention breeds a whole lot of discomfort among the populace of teachers. I have been one of them. So over the past 10 to 15 years, I decided what would be a rationale to overcome this burden. So this journey that started 3.5 years ago and is ending today brought me to this level by looking at some of the modalities that will bring to speed teachers' abilities to grade smarter, evaluate smarter, and not harder. The reason for this uneasiness experienced by many teachers in defining authentic assessment and managing test score data when appraising students influence critical thinking and learning at the school level, but these are unknown. It is not clear whether the intrinsic confidence is needed in effective test data management using scenarios. By adopting the competency-based education or learning, it did not reveal how profound the concept impacted students' understanding, or it's not clear if the hype methodologies applied by teachers when managing student test data had extended knowledge. In as much as teachers have contended with this issue, the research provides details to readers, teachers, educators to contribute to high school educational setting and how the findings will positively impact all beneficiaries. The use of critical decision making, the anxieties, and the interventions to improve practice for implementing harmony in classroom level at the school, and the teacher's will and the impetus to develop self-motivation to grow and harness identity is some of the main core that brought to light this journey. My research questions. The main central research question is: how can assessment and evaluation become a catalyst to encourage students in all subject disciplines? 4 main research questions were developed. That is, what is authentic evaluation and who are the beneficiaries? How can experience regard the use of evaluation become tool to inspire? And what are suitable test data collection methods, and how will those methods reduce the likelihood of errors or biases or enhance objectivity? And the 4th question is: how do variations in practices when assessing and evaluating students facilitate better and deeper learning now and into the future? There were some literature collections. Some of them did not talk about evaluation as a piece to motivating students, but most of them, almost all of them, highlighted the need of how instructions can motivate. But none talked about how assessment and evaluation can become a tool to motivate, particularly looking at the domain of urban high need settings and the rural context. All the grouping of articles speaks to testing, collecting test data, analyzing and reporting student grades, grading systems, linking traditional and standard-based grading, freedom to facilitate deeper learning in education, assessing as revealing students' achievement, rooted in how educators motivate and sustain high school students' interest. Introducing young learners to competency-based standards of learning as a measure of the need to reform accountability and education in finding space at the classroom level. Some of the main literature were by Aga, who examined deeper learning and how it motivates. Rehman, 2019, describing the specific aspects of how alternative assessment is needed to motivate. Toulouse, 2016, how we can inculcate cultural ideals into our assessment and evaluation at the school level. And Bramsey and Dweck, which were seminal articles upon which the idea to travel along this line, this pathway in this journey, was given birth to. That is grading smarter, but not harder. My research methods and designs. The main method used was qualitative research, and the design was phenomenology, whereby the investigator desired to measure the outcome by exposing participants' perspective. For reliability and validity purposes, in avoiding conflict of interest, no teacher under the supervision of this researcher in the school was involved in this exercise. Data collection lasted barely a month and collected raw data from 11 interview participants from July 14th, after my oral defense, which I was successful, to the 3rd of August, 2022. The interview recordings were mainly by video and also partly by audio on password-protected devices such as chips-free cell phones, iPads, camcorders, and mini-tape. I chose all these means because of technology deficiencies that could arise on the way. Results and data analysis. This is where the bane of this research situates. This researcher informed each participant by email or cell phone calls about the need to get background information, which I call the demographics, to fill out a sheet and send it to the